So welcome back to the channel and this week's episode of Whizbit's Random Gaming. So I'm going to be doing another challenge today in CEX, inspired by my last one, which was a £10 challenge where I had to pick up a minimum of 3 games that I intend on playing, and they could be on various systems. So it could be any Xbox system, any PlayStation system, the Nintendo Wii, the Nintendo Wii U, there might be 1 or 2 others, but I just can't remember right now. But yeah, it's quite difficult when you go lower than £10. So today I'm going to aim for £7, and a lot of these challenges are going to be dependent on the branch you go to and the stock they have on the day. So £7 challenge today, and we're going to be heading down to Stratford. Let's see what they've got, and let's see if I can buy 3 games on those systems that I intend on playing and I think I'm going to get some enjoyment out of. Before the video starts, if you haven't already, please take the time to consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out massively and you're helping the channel grow. Right, so here we are today in Stratford, and like I said in the intro to the video, we're going to be trying the £7 challenge today. Whilst we're in the store though, it'd be rude not to take you around and show you all the other items they've currently got for sale. So let's start by having a look in the window and see if there's anything of interest. Now I'm pretty certain today that anything in this window is not going to be part of the £7 challenge. Let's put it that way. Now, I've always liked the Stratford branch of CEX, although the last trip here was a little bit disappointing. On the whole, it's always been a good branch and has always had some good stuff. I've always managed to come away with some good items over the last few years. What's your favourite PlayStation 5 control pad? There seem to be quite a few variants out now, some different colours. I'm struggling to think what mine is personally. I quite like the black one. The silver one as well also looks really nice. A very lonely N64 type pad there. And a beautiful XL 3DS there, inspired by Zelda. Now that Wii control pad, I've got it, I use it every now and then when I play the Wii. And what was Nintendo thinking when it came to that control pad? Am I right in saying that the Wii hasn't got a dedicated pad that you can just play wirelessly? An official one, that is. Nice Halo-inspired Xbox Series X there. The first time I saw that, I thought CEX had accepted an Xbox that had splatters of paint on it, and I was thinking, wow, this branch isn't fussy. How wrong I was. Now the handheld gaming type PCs, they're all over the place now, and you will see these in each and every one of the CEXs that you go to. I have no idea what one is the best one anymore. Technology changes so fast. Nice copy of Afro Samurai there. It's a game I do need to pick up. I've never actually owned it. So yeah, it is on the agenda. I will be buying that at some point. But at £18, that's not going to fit into today's challenge. So when it comes to this challenge, like I said, it's very dependent on the branch you're in and what stock they've got at the time. Now the PS3, the Xbox 360, the Wii, And the Wii U, if I'm honest, are really the best places to look to be able to get your games, your minimum of 3 and ones that you want to play. For me, anyway. There are Wii games, Nintendo Switch games that are £6, £5, but are you really going to want to play those games? And even if you do, it leaves you very little room to get your remaining 2 games with only £7. Now this looks interesting, although it's got PlayStation Move controls, and I don't want to be digging them back out and charging them up. Too much hassle for me. I just want to sit down and game. I haven't got a great deal of interest in games that require motion controls. They're fun for a short period of time, but it really, for me anyway, it wears off really quick. Now there's a game I can't find at home. That's the Atari collection. But this one is definitely a game I want to pick up. I've seen good reviews, Atari Mania, and at a good price as well. But once again, it's not going to be able to fit into the challenge today. Oh, hello, Bluey. It's like my arch nemesis of gaming is Bluey. And as you can see, I can't really get any of the Switch games here. Although I will give a big shout there to Final Vendetta, a really good beat 'em up. If you like your old 2D fighting beat 'em ups like your Final Fight, Streets of Rage, I would definitely recommend picking that up. Jitsu Squad there for £10. That has dropped dramatically. I've got that game and it's not bad at all. A little bit on the repetitive side, and I picked it up for around about £17, £18. Even at that price, I would still highly recommend it. At £10, I think you guys should jump on that one if you like the sound of that kind of game. It's an absolute steal for £10. Trek to Yomi, only £12 now. I'm going to pick that one up at some point. Again, it doesn't fit into my challenge today. Ryan Lara Cricket does, but I won't be buying it because I have no intention of playing it. Again, part of the challenge is I don't want to cheat myself. You've got to find 3 games that you have every intention of playing and that you think you're going to get some sort of enjoyment out of. And Fame Academy is not one of them. Now the PS2 is always a pretty good way of adding 1 or 2 of those games, although the prices on PS2 have gone up considerably within the last 3 to 4 months. You look at games that used to cost £1, they've gone up to £2 and £3. There's very few £1 games now on the PlayStation 2. And if they are £1 or below that, then, you know, they really are pretty much bottom of the barrel games. Soul Calibur 3, I was tempted to pick this one up, but then it would leave me 50 pence to pick up 2 other games, and that weren't going to happen on the day. Not without breaking the rules that I set for myself. I've got all the Bioshock games, can't be including them. We've got Bulletstorm. We've got all the Batman games. I have no interest in the Call of Duty games, otherwise they would be an easy hack into completing such a challenge. But not my cup of tea, so I'm not interested. Never seen this one, Crimes and Punishment. Again, the Crysis games, we've already got them at home. We have all the Dead Space games. Me, myself, I've got them on the PS3. No interest in duplicating them on the 360 just for the sake of the challenge. Same with the Fear games. We've got them. We've got the Far Cries. Fable 2 is an interesting one, but I'm not sure just how interested I am in the actual game. So was considering it. Again, we've got the Gears of War. We've got the Ghost Recons. This is where it gets tough. There's a lot of the older games out there that you could pick up within this challenge. However, you've probably got a lot of them already from picking up games and buying over the years if you're a collector. Now, I don't have Halo 4. Got Jericho there on the 360. It's a game I used to own and I never really gave it a chance. I don't know how much interest I have in it, but it's one to consider. Got Halo 4 there. That's one I think I might come back to, only £1.50. And Jericho, yeah, that's one I'm going to keep an eye on if I can't find much else in here today. Got Prey there. Really cheap game. I never liked it. I remember a friend of mine let me borrow it, so I'm not going to pick that one up today. Now, if I didn't already have this game would be on the list. Sleeping Dogs. £1.50. Now, that is fantastic value for money. One of the best games on the system, if you ask me. I'm not the biggest open world fan, but that one definitely is a brilliant game. The combat system alone is so much fun, and there's so much to do on it, and it doesn't kind of outstay its welcome. Alright, so let's delve into the PS4. Now, the PS4 does hold its money in terms of the games, and I think the reason for that being is that they're all backwards compatible with your PS5s. However, you do get some games on this system at £3 and £4. And some of them are quite good. Don't just look at the price and think this is going to be a terrible game. There's some well-known games on the PS4 that you can find. However, if I'm totally honest today, this isn't looking like one of those days. Now, I can't really complain about the stock in the shop itself. I saw some really good games that normally I would have picked up on the day, but I came here specifically for this challenge, so I'm not going to be cheating. I am going just for the £7 games, and I'll just have to take a chance, come back down here at a later date and hope that the games that I saw are still there. Now, what an amazing drop in price for that AEW game. I remember I picked it up pretty early, soon after its release, shall we say, on the Switch. And whilst it's a fun game, the support has been pretty bad. And I don't think a lot of bugs have been fixed. It's a real shame because the only wrestling games in the mainstream are your WWE ones. And it would have been nice to have a good competitor. I do hope they right the wrongs of that game and are able to make the sequel, but it's not looking good. So whilst I'm here, let's have a look in the glass retro cabinet. Now, I highly doubt I'm going to be picking up anything from here today, but always nice to show you guys what we've got. I really like that Game Boy Micro. I would like a Micro in the collection. A little bit pricey, I think, for what they are, but it's the market, isn't it? I'm not going to complain too much. If I ever see one and someone's selling one cheap, I probably think that's how I'll be able to obtain one. Now that is a very expensive GameCube. £225. That's got to be some variant. I mean, I own a GameCube, and I'll be honest, as much as I love the GameCube, I wouldn't be paying £220 for no variant of the system. I think the Nintendo Switch must be the console that they have in stock around all the CEXs the most. Would you agree with that? I mean, there's always Xbox 360s and PlayStation 4s and 5s and even your Xbox Ones and so on. But I don't know, maybe it's because they stand out more that I notice them more. But they have absolutely tons everywhere you go. Got the Mario Paint mouse there. I always, as a kid, it baffled me about that because, you know, we was all console gamers and it was like, why would anyone want to play a game with a mouse? How narrow-minded we was at that age. Pretty good selection of OG Xbox games here, and here's one I've never really seen before. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I'll come back to have a look at that one. It's £3. That could fit within the challenge. Always worthwhile having a look at the GameCube and especially the Wii U stuff. The Wii U stuff, the prices are criminal if you ask me in terms of what they go for. Games are so cheap, it's unreal. Now, of course, you're going to have your heavy hitters like you do with all systems, but the majority of stuff is dirt cheap. Now, in amongst all of the shovelware that the Wii was responsible for, you're going to get some good games. You've just got to dig deep and you've got to have a real good look and you will find some gems. However, will we find anything today that will fit into the price structure? That Kirby game, I need that. Again, doesn't fit into today's structure. So, yeah, that's going to have to be on another trip down here. Okami, £4. That's a possibility. I do already have it on the Xbox, the remastered one, and I have heard it's a bit of a nightmare to control on the Wii, so don't know how infused I am about playing that one. Right, okay, we managed to do it. We picked up Halo 4, which I've never really played, but I do intend on playing that one. At £1.50, I think that's good value for money. And then we got this game, Galleon. Now, I've never actually heard of this, but having a quick look at it, it looks like quite a good game. It was in real good condition and was only £3. So that leaves me with another £2.50 on top to see what I can get. Never picked it up, but at £2, it looks like a worthwhile game. I had a quick look at some footage whilst I was in the shop, and that takes me up to a total of £6.50. With 50 pence left, I could have had a look around for another 50 pence game, but no way. There wasn't anything there that I intended on playing. Right, so another challenge successfully completed. Again, these are going to be very dependent on where you go. So if you go to a branch that's got lots and lots of cheap games, you're going to have more success. So although this one was difficult, I will be doing another one at some point soon. I'm going to put it down to £5 for 3 games. I think before I go, I might do a little bit of research as to what shop I might go to though. Anyway guys, thank you once again for watching. Please take the time to subscribe and I'll see you on the next video.